Hey guys, so today we're actually having a complete tutorial on how can you position yourself as a freelancer and creator. So what does it actually matter? Because the market itself is like a crowded mall. So there's a lot of people. If you don't stand out, people walk past. But if you're playing guitar in the middle of the mall, then you stand out and you attract attention. That's basically positioning and how it matters. So positioning is what you own on their mind, like you're the spotlight. In every consumer, it's like a real estate that you have to place your business into their mind. If they think a product or a service, your brand is the one they think first. How do you do that? It's all about positioning. It's like your seat in the classroom. If you don't claim it, someone else will. So in terms of the from old ads to positioning. So before it was like TV ads, shout the loudest wins. But now too many me too, me too, me too, me too products. And how does it come to that point? Because if that, like what? Social media. Social media. Everyone can create a social media for free without even an investment. So the solution for this is positioning yourself to carve a unique spot in people's brain. As again, it behaves like a real estate. So example, Apple, when it comes into your mind, what comes into your mind? It's creative. Nike, it's all about achievement. Just do it. Or what if you don't do it? Mr. B is all about epic generosity with epic content. So when you think about these people or these names or these brands, it carves into your mind and gives you an impression, oh, Apple creates a good product, innovative. Nike is all about sport. Mr. Beast is all about entertainment plus generosity with insane money. So what is positioning? Positioning is ranking in someone's brain, not just features, but, bringing meaning plus comparison. For example, if you know Ali Abdaal, it's a productivity guy, and not people do see him just as a YouTuber. Nobody remembers a guy who just makes YouTube videos. So you have to position yourself from feature, then you create meaning, and then you position to the viewers or the buyer's mind. Product classification is three by market. It's all about consumer goods versus services, or maybe by habits, convenience versus specialty, or by life of the product, whether it's durable or consumable. For example, Canva is all about convenience tool for quick design, and Notion is all about a specialty tool for deep workflow. So what are you actually offering to the market? And it really varies in depending on the brand that you're actually targeting. So the differentiation is all about being different. If you got it, flaunt it. So there are three types to be different, or the differentiation strategy: the perceptible, hidden, and induced. The perceptible is what your clients see. So, for example, what's obvious in an iPhone is its sleek design. The hidden one is the behind the scenes. So people don't know why Netflix is so good, but they didn't. But Netflix has a really good algorithm recommending its viewers good videos that they actually like and make it more addicting and give them to a Netflix binge. The induce is created by ads. So it's all about persuasion or the social media they created. For example, in Coke ads, it's all about happiness. So there's a lot of things involved here. So like your classmate, one's tall, obviously, people can see. One's a secret genius, not everyone can see that you're a genius. And one's funny because of memes. So it's induced. People saw his social media and he is perceived as funny. Branding is your face, like this handsome face, and then the voice. So the brand is equal to the combo of a name, logo, design, and vibe. If you combine those types and a lot more, if you go deep dive to the brand, you will create a brand that is imprinted to the client's mind. So, for example, the goal is instant recognition and trust. If you want to establish that, you have to have a memorable name, a good logo, a memorable design, and a relating vibe. For example, Mr. Beast logo plus crazy face equals instant recall. You see and imagine the YouTube thumbnail of Mr. Beast instantly, because Mr. Beast has a consistent brand that imprints to our mind consistently. So it's like your profile picture plus bio outline, so people judge you instantly, especially for human resource managers. Now the positioning statement is this is the exact formula that you can actually copy. If you cannot, then don't. So you can create your own formula if you want, but this one is to the audience who care about their need, blah blah blah. This brand is a category that benefit because of a reason to believe. So you can actually use ChatGTP to be able to use that formula according to your brand, but make sure ChatGTP is fed by the data about your brand completely. So to BC creators, for example, to BC creators who want consistent growth, Notion is the workspace that saves time because it's organized everything in one place. So you see, if you use Notion, you are the creator or you are the client and you want consistent growth, Notion is the solution. So they start from the audience, then you go to the category, and then you classify that, then you go to the benefit, then the proof. It's always in the formula. It's always organized. If you get too many directions, then you lose. Benefit of positioning. Why does it really matter? We already know that, but why or how does it benefit us? The first one is functional. What it does. Figma equals easy design. Figma is a brand that makes your design so easy. Symbolic, who you become. Like, for example, Nike. It isn't just about the brand, but it's all about making you convinced and persuaded or embedded or stick an athlete's identity who is strong, who just do it. And when you feel and get to use Nike products, what happens? You feel like an athlete. Next one. Experiential, experiential. So it means that what do you feel about it? You know? Like for example, if you go to Disney, it feels magical. If you combine the functional, symbolic, experiential, you will actually convince the audience that your brand is easy to use, makes their life easy, functional, symbolic, it makes them create their own identity, and experiential. When they interact with your brand, when they use your brand, when they see your brand, they experience something. So, like a food, bread is functional, useful for your tummy, wine is symbolic. It's all about celebration, and theme park is about experiential. It makes you feel something, exciting. The most powerful thing that you can do is you combine these three. You'll be unstoppable. Multiple benefits. Some brand mix. For example, in Apple, it's all about functional, status, and experiential. As I mentioned, if you combine the two. But in risk, there's a risk that you might confuse people if you combine these three. Sometimes it's best to use this. It's best to just use this. It's best to use this so that you can have a clear message and brand. Because like Jollibee menu, it's a fun, it's fun to mix, but too many, it gets overwhelming. Repositioning. Sometimes brand changes seats to stay relevant. So, for example, in Old Spice, it's from only for daddies. Now it's for funny Gen Z brand. From old image, then they saw the problem, then they adjust and change to a new seat. Then they have a new image so that they can have large market share or address the evolving market need of the people. So the recap flow here is there's a lot of noise in the market or in the mall. All you have to do is how to stand out, position yourself, get strategy, do the branding, have the benefit, reposition yourself, and have action. The closing is, positioning is not about shouting louder. It's all about being silent and strategic because you know that it's about owning a word in the mind of the people that behaves like a real estate that you have to put your brand into their minds before other brands put into their minds. For example, in Apple, it's all about creative, Nike is all about winning, Mr. Beast is all about insane generosity. My question is, what word will you own? So if you want to actually have a community that actually helps you with that, or you can ask me in the chat or in hosting. If you have a school community in the YouTube description, you can click it as long as it's free as soon as possible. That's it. Thank you very much.